Ermor was once a great empire that had conquered most of the known world. The realm crumbled as the great mages of the empire studied dark magic under the Sauromancers of Cetis. Unaware of the dangers of dark sorcery, priests performed unholy rites in the capital city of Eldragate, but there were voices who demanded the foul practices to stop. Theurges and thaumaturgs foresaw the cataclysm and advised generals, governors, and consuls to revolt. When the apostate emperor marched on Ermor itself, the augurs and bishops of the empire were forced to act in concert. In one cataclysmic event, death was let loose and the empire was shattered. The cataclysm attracted attention from an earlier god, a dark and hungry god. The vast power of this awakening god erased the boundaries between the land of the living and the land of the dead. Ermor is now a cursed land of ashes and darkness where nothing grows. The bones of long-dead inhabitants reassemble to form legions of undead under the leadership of the cursed priests of the old Ermorian faith. Undead legions march forth to reconquer a world once theirs. The Ermorian dominion reanimates the dead without the aid of the holy priests. It also destroys the land, turning crops and forests into ashes, and people and livestock to bones. The pretender god of Ermor will also be able to sense where any corpses are in the provinces under his dominion. All that was once dead will rise. The dead never need sleep or rest, and they will enter the seas and inhabit the lands until all life is destroyed. This is a Dominions 5 multiplayer game. It was played between myself, Malkav, and a good friend of ours, Tasty. I played as the Empire of Celeria, while Malkav played as Pythium. Both are splinter empires off of Ermor. Both foresaw the cataclysm that Ermor was going to undergo as they used their dark magic at Eldragate. Tasty plays as the Empire of Ind. This is a relatively new nation, but one that brings a rich and diverse portfolio of soldier priests to the battlefield. We are going to be playing on a Mediterranean map. We did this to capture the style of playing against Ermor, who we believed resembled the old Roman Empire. Enjoy our struggles against our big brother empire as we try to quell that which will destroy all life. I hope you enjoy it.
End is in.
Let's get this show on the fucking road. We all began in vastly different parts of the Mediterranean. I was in the northwestern. Malkav, my Pythian brother, was down in the southeast, while Ind started directly east of me in the north. Celeria is a nation of death priests. Our priests are also our mages. They are very strong, too, having 2 to 3 levels in priest at a minimum. We also have a capital-only, ethereal, undead soldier with a very strong magical spear. We'll be making use of some of their Velites, the Gladiators, and the Shadow Priests all throughout this game. But it's a learning process for me. I definitely make some mistakes as we go along. What about you guys? What are you going for?
I was going to build up Conjuration to 6 so I could start scrying for every single magic site across the map.
Okay.
I'm cheating and going construction too.
Oh, yeah, it's also grabbing low-level construction.
Too, but...
Myself and Tasty were disciples under Malkav's nation of Pythium. So we have some really good scales and solar weapons, some attack from the fire blessing, and magic resistance. It's good stuff. So unfortunately, after I get my army together, I lose it on the very first encounter at the second forest to a bunch of Bone Tribe. They have kind of better spears than me, and they outnumber me as well. I didn't do any proper scouting, and I was just being greedy. On top of that, I didn't know my army that well and their strengths. So this just made me more determined to try harder, but I definitely wasn't too happy. That was a crippling first turn defeat. And into like 80 fucking bone tribe beast hunters. With like spears that were better than mine, kinda.
Alright.
I'm surrounded by very heavily fortified independents.
Uh-oh. I guess.
Try to scout them out. They might not actually be as strong as they appear to be.
Scouts, what are those? I don't have any of those recruitable.
Tasty and I were definitely in the same boat for scouting, but I think he won for disciple name.
Roth the Many Penist. Alright. And then Roth the Many Penist is my housekeeper for some reason. Can I please switch that? No one wants to approach the Many Penist man.
Tasty seemed to have the best luck out of all of us with his expansion.
Already started building my forts. Anything in the ocean will not be allowed to come out.
So, I recover from my loss by getting together a squadron of necromancer priests that can animate skeletons, throwing a bunch of just cheap chaff in the way of the enemies. I'll use this to distract them away from my troops, and hopefully that'll allow us to win. Meanwhile, Tasty wants to talk more philosophy about Malkav's choice of names.
So what's the difference of the undercaver?
Under
Capker?
Capker?
Yeah,
What do you mean the difference?
undercaver. Is it like underwater?
No, Undertaker. Because we're putting away Ermor.
Oh, okay.
We're taking all the dead people and putting them in a grave.
Okay.
Forced night and night for Grandpa. Yeah, he gets real cranky when he stays alive for some reason.
I lose my second force. I get pretty salty about this one.
Oh man, you just barely lost that one though.
It's because they killed your commander. Might have been able to win if that didn't happen, but someone dived you and fucked everything. They lost all. What the fuck? They only have 2 commanders, a few heavy infantries, and a single militia. That's lame.
Damn it. Meanwhile, Malkav's kicking ass down in his section. Hey, you won a battle.
Oh, the fucking retinue of the Master of Games ran up to commit suicide next to the Hydra. Genius. I don't find more Hydras. Too expensive.
Poison cloud.
Alright, Ermor is probably not on Sicilia.
So, I'm basically going to work on refining my army at this point, and taking some territory to catch up to everyone else. In the meantime, enjoy some of the riveting conversation that happened.
Man, you know, it's hard to be disciplined when you have 5 different heads telling you to do 5 different things. What about mommy hydras?
Hydras are like the tapeworms of the dragon world.
Yay! My mouth and my housekeeper woke up.
Hey, I'm also your mouth. I get to chew your food for you. I speak for you too.
Even though that is literally the only thing the little girl inside the fountain can do is talk.
Take her job from her.
Yep. So you just stand at the edge of the fountain, she whispers to you, and then you say exactly what she said. Everyone else after. God, doesn't seem kind of just silly? That guy is then executed for being a heretic.
So finally, my disciple gets out, and he snacks on the commander of a region that's next to me. I'm finally getting some territory.
This hydra tamer, but he can't tame your hydras to not murder your friends.
He just farts out dangerous gases. It's not his fault if people breathe them in. There's a sign on the back of the Hydra that says, if you can read the sign, you are too close.
You should probably make the sign bigger so they can see it beforehand and get the warning.
Alright, after losing a lot here, I finally feel I am finding my flow with Celeria, summoning up a good amount of skeletons, having my Velite tower shields in front, and then raining down fire on everybody who resists. It works out pretty good for the first handful of territories for me. Alright, if I can win both my battles this next round, I'll feel like I've partially recovered at least.
I've also been being incredibly cautious with my expansion.
I fucking died. I feel like this is the catchphrase of every Dominions 5 game.
Oh no, they killed our god. What the fuck? Send a message to that tribal chieftain. End this war. It's now yours.
You killed our god. I was hoping to commander snipe him. It didn't work out.
You had 11 attacks off before they, I guess, surrounded you and punched your ass off.
Yeah. So to spice things up, I go ahead and take a look at how Tasty's doing and look at the forces of Ind, and I realize they're all priests. They're all sacred. They kick ass. We spent a lot of time guessing where Ermor spawned and getting it wrong.
They're in the most fortified location on the map.
Surrounded by all those
keep
mountains.
them in that tiny area.
Yeah, we just need to control the choke and hopefully, I mean, that'll be pretty easy. I kind of don't like being the opposite side of the map from them, because then I can't really help you guys.
And I finally get that Solarian war machine rolling, just throwing more thaumaturgs and more armed troops out there, using the distraction strategy with the undead. And eventually I realize, hey, these are undead reanimator priests. Okay, so use them to animate the undead after I kill a bunch of people, and that actually works out really well. A knightly order. Oh, what horrors will Ermor bring to us?
The horrors of everyone we know being a zombie.
Everyone we ever loved. Everyone we ever fucking knew. They're dead. It's about this time we start discussing how assassins would work on Ermor.
To eat Dust Elders? Yeah. He needs something that does, like, holy damage, though, because I think they're ethereal.
Oh. Okay.
They will laugh at him for trying to stab him.
They're like, you needed magic weapons. He's like, I have poison dagger. They're like, come on, we're undead.
Dude, I don't eat, I don't breathe. Poison is fake news.
Finally, we find out where Ermor is.
I was wrong. They're actually down here in Spain. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I figured they would have taken over any of Spain, but I guess they're lazy.
So here's a good look at the map so far. I'm working my way to the north at this point in the game. Ermor is supposedly down in the lower left-hand corner. Meanwhile, Malkav and Tasty are conquering their little countries. Come on, Kerberos, come back. Alright, so we're into our first year of the Ascension War.
Of the please don't eat everything that's alive Ermor War.
Big brother
Ermor wouldn't do that.
I just have this, like, sinking feeling it's gonna be, like, insanity. Here's a 8K undead army. Right behind
Well, that's the thing.
20K.
They're only having their like income boosted. They aren't getting like extra undead.
No more like extra pop.
I mean, they might have really nice scales for themselves, so that might help them get.
Because they have
I
like
don't know.
700 points for their pretender design, right?
Yep.
But usually they light cancer scales anyways, like death. I'm feeling pretty good about my armies at this point. Having a lot of undead, conquering more and more territories each turn. I'm trying at this point to take 2 a turn if I can. And I'm also working on a second fort just a top ahead of my capital. Malkav hatches a plan to use assassins against Ermor.
Hope they're not ready for assassin spam. Alright.
You just eat all their Dusk Elders. They're like, oh, that's fine, we have plenty. They have Dusk Elders as like fucking bodyguards for Dusk Elders.
I can't even do that. They're commanders.
Nope, they gave them feeble-minded so they could do that.
Ah, genius!
Get rid of all their fucking useful magic. And then Malkav's god finally wakes up from dreaming.
Yes! What am I? God of Pythia, Master of Spheres, Lord of Dreams, Shining Boat of Heaven.
The shining boat of heaven.
You're my favorite boat. You're shiny.
Oh, dude. Alright, now I'm rolling hot. This is my first badass army. I have the Shadow Velites that are ethereal, led by one of our Grand Thaumaturgs, and he can Unholy Divine Blessing them all, which I had to learn was a new thing for Undead. I haven't played this sort of nation before like that. So these guys are going to run up with solar-powered spears, doing 3 extra points of like damage. The magic weapons, they have extra attack skill. They're also ethereal, which makes them enormously useful against Ermor, which uses a huge amount of chaff undead as our main strategy. So I am excited to get this rolling and just wipe the Independence and Ermor off the map. It's not going to be as easy as that, though. Alright, let's check them out in battle. This worked out so good. Oh man, look at that. So this is the army I want to field against Ermor. Malkav's assassin plans come to fruition.
Ooh, 22 round battle. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
No, the spectator and his ghostly dingleberries killed my assassin.
I begin to see Ermor rising up towards our border, and I realize it's time to start moving our forces to the south. Malkav hires a bunch of monkeys as mercenaries.
You're gonna go clear out that box. No, you can't sneak, stupid fucking dead monkey mans.
Tasty comes up with a pretty smart plan to join me on the Amorian front.
Shit gonna be good real soon. Just gotta forge a friggin' path down to that port, and I can join the front lines with you guys.
Malkav's first to notice that Ermor is bringing in a rather large army.
Oh shit. They're bringing a fat army over now.
A 210 army of undead units, and this is actually small potatoes for Ermor's normal armies. Well, here comes the meat grinder. This territory with the throne on it is known as White Harbor. Pay careful attention to this territory because for the rest of the game, I believe that this territory pretty much held the entire game for us. Now, Ermor wasn't as crazy as what we were expecting, but still, like, me holding this territory was crazy important, and I didn't even realize it. And of course, the first thing I do here is lose a huge conflict.
Which is weird because we just killed your soulless warriors. I don't know why anyone else in the army would give a shit if they died.
Causing morale. Morale.
They aren't even alive!
I'm so sad they died. Before we began this game, we were expecting an impossible level Ermor AI from Middle Age to be just insane.
Ermor still isn't advancing any closer to me, which is kind of making me nervous.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
Yeah. Like, what are you jerks planning on doing?
In the meantime, I found a really funny magic item. The Crown of Bones. It's made from the bones of dead apprentice necromancers. Hopefully the bones will be of use as a magic crown because the apprentices were failures and wasted time in their short lives.
Wow. Alright.
Anyone wearing this crown will be able to command many undead. I love that.
So that's how a necromancer gets stronger. He makes impossible goals for his apprentice, and then he kills them out of spite, and turns them into a hat. What's that hat you're working on, Master? Oh, nothing. Just, hey, can you Can you go knock that castle over? I'm not strong enough. You're worthless!
Time to wear your ribcage. So, I finally claim White Harbor. I'm going to be trapped there for quite some time. But at least we'll hold it and stop Ermor from getting it, which would just give him a bunch of undying bonuses. That'd be terrible. So this hero I got, he has a scythe that when he hits you with it, you get banished to Inferno.
What the shit? Just sends you to oblivion.
It's like
What a
better
nice
than
guy.
killing somebody instantly. It's just like, yeah, you're gone. Meanwhile, Tasty does pretty good on his side of the world.
My battle in Lombaria. Pretty great. I threw a flesh shield at these mounted people.
Oh, and they just ate that, and then like you killed them with your good troops.
Yeah.
Soldier priest. Wow, those soldier priests like cleaned up.
Yeah, those were just peasants.
Midget peasants. Midget ninja peasants. Okay.
Those are chicken nuggets, huh? So Ermor has arrived to the north in full force, bringing with them one major army and a couple of powerful raiding armies. I have to get down here and I have to hold White Harbor. And so, as Malkav and Tasty try to rush to my aid, I encounter the Ermorian threat in full force, and manage to hold them off.
Everything except the Mountain King died, so we ran away. You didn't even die! What? Oh, Ermor attacked. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I
Oh,
lost.
cool. One of your long dead horsemen came back to life.
I guess I stole
Oh,
him from the opposing army.
Yeah, you're right. You stole him. So you stole him, and then he team killed 5 people.
Yeah, I have apostasy, which can steal their sacreds. That's pretty cool.
That guy's not even sacred.
And then, like, I have the other guys that just use undead command.
The good doggy age. Although your Grand Thaumaturge destroyed more people than you did.
Yeah, he was... I don't know what he was doing, like... just to kill so much.
Sita's Unholy Blessing. Sermon of Courage. Ashes to Ashes. He just spammed Ashes to Ashes and obliterated Undead.
Okay.
Any other guys doing Unholy Command. And it makes sense. He's... what? 3? Yeah. It's level 3.
Yeah. For some fucked reason, Tasty gets attacked by strange birds every year. Strange birds! Keep picking on end.
Once a year, every year. They just love the taste of midgets with horns. They love horny midgets, what can I say?
And so we capture the ports necessary for long distance travel. My forces from the north will join my southern forces at White Harbor. And Tasty will get his forces over there as well.
Alright.
How's End treating you, Tasty?
Oh, pretty great. You know, I'm trapped in my own paradise up here. We're surrounded by mountains and fortresses, so no one can come into our blessed land where we hoard the fountain of youth. And I'm going to send out these horrible flesh-eating monsters to go deal with the rest of the world's problems. And if they eat you guys on the way there, that's not my problem.
And so that's what Tasty deemed the right thing to do. Send a bunch of crazy cannibals that cause unrest and eat all of our supply to our ports. Thank you, Tasty. Ermor tries to hammer White Harbor.
It on Ermor. Oh, they just beat the shit out of you, or tried to.
Our
They
forces defeated the attacking force. Alright.
But then the second one they won.
Oh, they attacked me again?
Yeah, and Fancy though?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're pushing back. Hey, they didn't get the really good throne for them though.
Wow. I was surprised I did not lose a lot more at White Harbor. So the situation is this. Ermor's numbers are superior, but wherever I move my troops, As long as I have enough undead to support my thaumaturgs, the ashes to ashes will decimate them. And then, obviously, the Shadow Velites will just clean up anything else that's remaining. So I just have to be careful and take what I can that I can hold. Tasty's unrest-causing crazy cannibals arrive at White Harbor Port, and I'm thankful to see him.
Take my assholes off of White Harbor, because I feel like they might be causing you some unrest.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, why is there a bunch of, like, unrest here? Like, 51 unrest?
Yeah, my fault. We're just eating the townsfolk.
Oh, is that what's happening? White Harbor continues to get pounded with wave after massive wave of Ermorian undead, but we hold the line each and every time.
And then they died.
Yeah, I've just fucking wiped the floor with them again.
What the hell was that sensor? Is that still working? Nope, it's Simoth. Well, okay. He's kind of a nerd, so. No! I lost control of my province. Fucking random knights. I guess I'm supposed to put more defenders. I can't play defensive forever, but I can't give up White Harbor either. So, I plan to move down one big force, as you see here. I'm going to chase around Ermor's other big war party with that one. In the meantime, I'm going to take off a couple key pieces from White Harbor's defense. My god, and a raiding party of 2 thaumaturgs. I'm going to raid and cut off Ermor territory. Meanwhile, a third party is going to come down and reinforce these 2, and you're going to see me slowly slice off the major Ermorian offensive. Here's me bringing my army to continue to chase that major war party. So here you can see my reinforcement party from my capital coming down, and then the advancement party is again going to come down to reinforce our line to where we can hold it, and White Harbor will detach a raiding party to cut off the major Ermorian offensive as I described earlier. And as you can see, we held everything. Boom, a new front is achieved. Now we just need to be careful with our raiding so we don't lose any engagements. And then we remember, oh yeah, you can't raise province defense that much when you're fighting Ermor. Yep, that's what happens when you're Ermor. They also, just get limited by how many BD they can have because everyone's dead.
This raiding technique that I mentioned earlier really works well. We cut down and secure 2 more lines of defense for ourselves. I know I made fun of Tasty's cannibal warriors before, but boy was I grateful this turn for them.
Well, there were
lost my
some
Grand
battles
Thaumaturge.
in White Harbor. And let me tell you what,
Oh,
I
shit.
did some good cleanup for you.
I lost my entire force.
It's okay, they also lost their entire force.
They
Minus,
fucking sent
like-
barbarians at us with a bunch of undead.
He's using his impossible ranked money.
This whole time, Malkav's forces at Pythium have been doing their marches to the west against Ermor, making sure that we contain the undead threat in one location on the map. We're just hoping we can act fast enough so that they won't spread out into the sea and infect the rest of the map. Supply becomes an issue as we dive deep into dead lands where nothing grows. If you want to move your army down there, we can take that keep from them. But I don't know if you'll also starve to death doing that, so...
I could totally move in. I was going to attack Sodarth, but I think I can get down there too, easy peasy.
Do you have supply items?
Nah,
You'll starve to death and get disease super fast.
it's fine.
Yeah, they'll act like the Tyranids in fucking... Oh, what is it? Gladius.
Go eat crazy.
Like, I don't know what to eat, and then they're just gonna start fucking cooking up their biceps.
Knowing that this raiding pattern is working, I bring more reinforcements down. More raids, cutting off even larger portions of their offensive. The undead threat is looking to be contained, and we're all a bit surprised. We're kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. This is an impossible level AI. Where is the big army? Where's the crazy bless? The huge spells? You know, I gotta say, I'm surprised that it hasn't been harder.
Yeah, like I was expecting like this unending tidal wave of dudes, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
They've kind of fucked themselves. You've pretty easily contained them so far. There's some kind of close calls and they like pushed you off, but other than that,
I feel like I have a pretty unending wave.
But sometimes, just don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Me and Tasty both team up for a raid on the Glimmering Fields fortress. And we crack the fortress in a single round. Yes.
Yeah, I have 2 more armies, like similar size to the one that's currently helping you storm that could come down to.
Wow. Well, it looks like we'll be able
This
to
guy's
mount
coming
an
really
offensive
fast.
against Ermor then. Soon. Meanwhile, Malkav struggling with his own brand of salt.
I don't know how 26 guys defeated 100 archers, but okay.
26 undead just ate all your archers?
Yeah, I had 100 archers there, and they somehow got spooked into committing suicide or something.
I do some final raiding to clean up the continent while Tasty's bringing more troops. It looks like once my big armies meet up, we'll be able to siege Ermor, which is the big fort in the lower left-hand corner.
But I guess they better turn the fuck around if they want to actually stop you from killing their ass.
And so the time has come to destroy the old god of Ermor. There was a battle of Ermor.
The dog did not eat, he just sort of watched.
Yeah,
Okay.
What's up with that? Also, I forgot to get my robe. Oh, we can't even equip the robe anymore. That'll be amazing. I'm a dumbass. Alright. Go, skeletons.
No wonder nothing got. He couldn't even get to the front line! Everyone got annihilated by ashes to ashes.
In order to win this war, we will have to claim all the thrones. Thankfully, Tasty and Malkav have done their part. Now it's time for me to do mine. After destroying Ermor and their god, I will rush down and take the last throne. But I still gotta destroy the Ermorian god. I'm gonna lose White Harbor. That unrest is nuts, dude. I have 112 unrest. Do you mind Tasty moving your guys
Here's
off?
what I do. Yeah, they're coming off. It's just I keep bringing new armies down.
It's what
It's a different army.
I create chaos in your home.
It's what I do, God. Perfect.
All right, Mal. This is what I'm gonna do for you.
Alright.
I have a bunch of gold. You up that defenses in that White Harbor.
Can your people patrol there? Or are they just defending?
Yeah, I can't. They can just defend. I can't patrol.
Damn.
But I'm gonna be sending a few more armies through.
So,
In a couple
yeah, okay. I might lose that territory, but I guess your guys will just conquer
I'm gonna
it, so-
wait. I'm gonna wait, but I'll give you some gold. You can up your defenses a little.
Wow, that's a lot of gold. How do you have
Yeah.
that much gold? Jeez.
I've conquered a lot of land.
I guess you
I don't know.
Shit. Alright, it's time to do battle with an undead god.
See in the dark.
We have captured the fortress and burned their temple.
Oh, shit. Can just fly.
Well, I lost my disciple.
My battle in Jimport was insane. Oh my god.
Huge battle.
Yeah. They had 637 on that. I killed 270 something. 72.
They had nothing in their castle. That was a joke of a fight.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of went to where I went.
Nice.
Oh, we can see what their god has for paths.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 9 death, 5 astral, 7 earth, 7 water, 6 fire, 74 research.
Oh my god, he is such a dummy. He put all of it.
He has 37 fucking protection, though. How the fuck did I kill him?
Solar rays, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I want to see that. You instantly fucking deleted all the guys on the walls.
Oh, my guys are all being picked off by flying shards. Yay. Why does he have a better spell? He's so hot for fucking paths.
Well, he just dumped all of his fucking creation points into paths. I don't know why he didn't give himself luck. Instead, he's like, yeah, misfortune's fine. I'll just take more magic paths.
I'm slowly doing damage to him. It must be the solar rays, huh?
Or ashes to ashes or something. Let's see.
Wow, he fucked up. My god. Like, instantly just ate him. What happened?
What, he shotgun blast flying shards into his face?
I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. Like, seriously, my god took like 64 damage and then fucking just disintegrated.
Oh, he's in a hostile dominion, so he only has 35 hit points anyways.
Jeez, what the hell happened?
Oh,
there?
and he has low protection too because he doesn't know how to wear shirts.
So it was just like the solar spheres. I bet you anything you're right. Huh. I love getting that mail from the nation that you killed their god. And now we just had to take the last throne to claim victory. And Infalia falls to our forces. Prepare for ear rape. Single roast dog. Everything's on
fire. Okay, well, we've pushed Ermor into the ocean.
After sieging, it's time to claim that throne. I'm going to claim the throne this next turn.
On the next turn? Alright, my guys are in position then.
Alright.
Because you're not claiming it this turn, right?
My guy is doing the claim action this turn.
Oh, okay. Claim! Claim! We won. Assassinate for no reason.
Oh. It took us 51 turns to win. That's not bad.
And we also killed their god and took their capital. So it wasn't like a super cheesy win. It's just, who wants to go dig zombies out of the ocean? No one wants to do that.
Rejoice. Undercaver.
Undercaver. Victory.
Does that mean all my people are gonna stop being diseased now?
Let's hope.
We're starving to death.
There wasn't even an assassin to kill, or anyone to kill in that place. No!
Well, they weren't really as much in the ocean as I thought they were gonna be. Or no, they just lost all there.
So this game took us about 4.5, almost 5 hours.
Pretty good. Although, yeah, they're kind of underwhelming. I was hoping they'd be anything at all like that last game, the Ermor fight that we recorded.
Still, though, a lot of people want to know how to fight Ermor, and I think this video is still going to be fun for that. Plus, we played up the lore aspect of playing the 2 splinter nations. Plus, the beautiful Ind that became our ally.
No, they're Italians.
Hey, we did conquer. I was so close. I had one more providence to conquer in Italy.
I mean, Roth, the many penist, the virtue.
A female angel. We get all the Yuta fans for you. And so it came to pass that the 2 splinter empires of Ermor, Pythium and Salarian, would team up with Ind and end a darkness that almost claimed this world. And so it came to pass that Ermor, the darkness that almost claimed this world in the Middle Ages, was brought down by 3 glorious empires. I hope you all have enjoyed yourselves, and I'll catch you all on the next one.